Hey folks, it's Maxie here and welcome to another TW video. You join us for the go home show. This is it. This is the final one before we get to Blood and Guts. This is your last taping of Lightning before we get there. And of course the full card reveal at the end of the episode. I can't wait for this. Let's just get straight into the episode. Let's do this. So we're at the American Airlines Arena tonight in front of 14,150 fans in attendance. And we have our usual dark matches to give people some in-ring action. Rey Fenix with a good victory over Matt Sydal in 8:15 with a Meteora, gets the crowd going straight off the bat with a 71. We had El Phantasmo defeat Frankie Kazarian in 7:39 with a Greetings from Camwood Park, that was a 67. Saraya Del Sol defeats Gabriel Kidd in 8:25 with a Del Sol driver. Nice simple effective win there in a 57 rated match. We had Drew Gulak lose to Ua Nation in 7:40 with the Ua combination. Two guys that really I had plans for and it just kind of disintegrated, but a 63 rated match and a good win for Ua Nation. The Hardys defeat the Hybrid 2 in 7:52 with Jeff pinning Jack Evans after the Twist of Fate Swanton Bomb combo. Very good 69 rated match up here. Jeff with a 77 performance, and he was head and shoulders above the rest in terms of in-ring stuff. And the main event, Bayley defeats Deonna Purrazzo in 8:19 with a belly to belly suplex. A 57 there, 63 plays Deonna's 37, so we've got a long way to go with her overness. But overall, a pretty stellar pre-show. We start the show itself with Pac and Saraya in the ring. They're just saying that this Saturday night they are going to teach Ashley and Andrade a lesson, and that it gives Pac great pleasure to announce tonight's main event will be Pac and Andrade one-on-one before the tag match this Saturday. He said he's going to soften him up, he's going to introduce Andrade to a bit of pain. He's obviously went through a bit with Jon Moxley, but Pac believes he's in another level from Jon Moxley, and he's going to prove that tonight and then again on Saturday. So a 79 for that segment, hopefully get Saraya and Ashley some overness. Moving on, we had a good matchup that saw Adam Cole defeat Alex Shelley in 8:55. This was with a flying crossbody. A 73 here, not too bad. Cole with the 88 performance to Shelley's 62, but it gives him more momentum going into his matchup at the pay-per-view. But of course he's got a chip on his shoulder and he turns around and it's a discus lariat from Sir Brody Lee. So the mixed tag titles will be on the line. This one's going to be epic. But Sir Brody Lee with possibly one of the last laughs. We had some tag team action. It was abysmal that saw Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, and Chelsea Green of the Fashion Empire defeat Chris Statlander and Mia Yim in 10:26 when Britt pinned Chris. 51. Pretty respectable. Chelsea's only 37 in ring. Britt's 44, so she's gaining. But Mia had a good run in NXT that got her overness over. And Statlander's been in a good position for us. But I'm trying to push Dr. Britt Baker, which is why she picks up the win here. And after it, she just rants on Anna Jay. She says, "No cheap shots from you. You'll pay for what Adam Cole was. Brody Lee's done to Adam Cole tonight, and we are going to take those tag team championships away from you." Pretty decent promo, 61. I feel once we get her over, easily can hit the 70s, maybe even the 80s with her promos. I then moved on to a decent matchup that saw Proud and Powerful draw with the Good Brothers in 12:29 following a double disqualification. We'll just say they all started using chairs and other weapons. Doc Gallows the weak link here at 75. You can see clearly, obviously, Santana and Ortiz are far more over than Gallows and Anderson, more so Gallows than Anderson. And because of obviously the attacks and the fact that it wants to be Proud and Powerful versus the Lucha Bros, the Lucha Bros come down, they join forces with Santana and Ortiz, and they attack Anderson and Gallows, taking them out. So I was tempted to go triple threat, but I feel like we're going to have Rey Fenix for the pay-per-view, so I still want to go Proud and Powerful versus the Lucha Bros, and the Good Brothers can be inserted into the tag picture after Blood and Guts. But that gives us our best angle in 85. Then I had an abysmal matchup because it was two pre-show workers, but we need to get them over, we need to give them exposure, which is why they were on Dynamite. Thunder Rosa picks up the win, or they're on Lightning, sorry, over Maria Manic in 640 with La Rosa, a 39. Great chemistry together, just not over, but that's why Thunder Rosa picks up the win. I want to push her as well. We then had a good matchup that saw Sammy Guevara defeat Kyle O'Reilly in 13:43 with the 6:30. An 82 here. Sammy getting some good momentum going forward into his matchup at Blood and Guts with an 87 rated performance. Kyle O'Reilly with a 68, and this was Steal the Show, so that was always going to do that, and possibly you could be looking at about 84-85 if they were given a bit more time. Then we just get the match graphic confirming it will take place, Sammy versus Generico this Saturday night. More on that when we get to the match card. We then had a matchup that didn't have much heat and terrible wrestling as Walter picked up the win over Chris Sabin in 8:05 with a golden ball. 61 here, both guys off their game. Maybe a clash of styles potentially, but it makes Walter look $1 million going in to Saturday night. We hear from his opponent, the AEW Live champion, and Scorpio Sky says he has some tough challengers for the belt, but Walter is just a massive giant ready to be slayed, and Scorpio Sky is ready to step up and be the man of the hour that defeats him. That's a 72. And then our main event, exceptional matchup, Andrade El Idolo defeats Pac in 22-26 by pinfall with a split-legged corkscrew senton after a distraction by Ashley. I'm trying to get Andrade over the cap if I can, so he might not be completely capped, it might just be difficult to get him over. But I felt like a win here would certainly propel him to that. It gives him and Ashley all the upper hand going into the event. 88's a main event that can again deliver us gain and pop. And we finish the show with, of course, a brawl at the back that eventually sees Pac and Saraya get the upper hand on the Sombra, Andrade El Idolo and Ashley, and chase them up the ramp. So we're doing our best as we can to have spectacular matches. We're trying to get as much of our women's division over as we can. Obviously we'll have to use the big names from WWE first, but hopefully that'll integrate into our AEW and other talents as well. But you need to start at the top and then work your way down. So delighted with the 80, that's an okay end to the show. We finish up with an 85, which increased their popularity in 29 regions, but as you can see, covered a lot of stuff there. I'm not going to go through it quickly, we're just going to jump to the main screen because we will have a look at our items that come through, and then we will run through the final card for AEW Blood and Guts. I don't know which order it's going to be actually on the show, just obviously Blood and Guts will be the main event. So the show was awesome, gaining fantastic reviews. El Soberano Jr. will sign with WWE. Remember, only no pictures because I manually changed the picture pack. Akebono retires, as does Deborah McKelly, which I believe is Medusa. Yep, I had to remember that. Actually, at first, for some reason, I'm so tired of what I said. You know, the other Deborah, it was with Jeff Jarrett in Austin. Not other too much else. More Dragons retiring as well. Impact the main offer to Carol Anderson, that's fine, that's going to be a handshake deal, that's cool, don't worry about that. Jake Hager joins the WWE, he has left. And 8,000 for drug testing and a 7.35 TV rating. So all we have to do now is list the card for Blood and Guts. Please let me know your predictions in the comments section below. How stacked does this sound? Chris Jericho faces Tommy End. Darby Allin will face MJF. The AEW Live Championship will be Scorpio Sky defending against Volta. El Generico faces Sammy Guevara. Andrade El Idolo and Ashley will take on Pac and Saraya. The AEW Tag Titles will be on the line as the Lucha Bros defend against Proud and Powerful. The AEW Mixed Tag Team Championships on the line as Sir Brody Lee and Anna Jay defend against Adam Cole and Dr. Britt Baker DMD. Jurassic Express will take on the Garzas, Garza Jr. and Humberto Garza. The AEW Women's Championship will be on the line as Mercedes Varnado defends against Kairi Hojo. We'll have the TNT Championship on the line as Highman Adam Page defends against Miro. And your main event, the Blood and Guts War Games match, whichever I can get to work in the game. is going to see the New Age Horsemen of Cody Rhodes, AJ Styles, Pete Dunne and Ace Austin take on the Elite / Bullet Club of Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks and Prince Devitt. I can't wait to book this. I'm really looking forward to it, and hopefully you guys are as well. So thanks very much for tuning in. Hope you've enjoyed the ride to Blood and Guts. That'll be our next episode. So any thumbs up, deeply appreciated. Let us know your predictions. Let me know how your saves are going. Wrestling in general, what's the thoughts? And I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Cheers for watching. Stay safe. Cheerio, bye.